between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. This one for the right to represent the AFC in Super Bowl 56 in L.A. Off we go. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. To throw is Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 22. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Throwing is Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big 30-yard play on third. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Jackson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. The 40. The 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of offense going forward.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Here's Wentz to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
And just a yard to go here on second down. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 53 yards. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Colts.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From the 45 on second down, Jackson flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They'll run with Dobbins. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. These two teams all tied after one. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. One more time with Dobbins. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal. Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Shotgun now for Wentz. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Grover Stewart in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. It was Justin Houston who got him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Tyus Bowser able to get him for a loss of about 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wentz, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, 28 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. Blankenship out for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On second down, it's Edwards. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Second down and 5. From the gun, it's Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Throw right side here taken in by Bateman. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action now. Jackson. They're going deep downfield for Boykin. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, 56 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Open man, Boykin, he's got him. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles Boykin as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Justin Houston. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tyus Bowser, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll go again with Dobbins. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, Wentz. That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
On first down, Hines. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside seat. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, he finds Smith out of the backfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's Sam Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Tucker with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously start. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got some room at the 30, and they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you that they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Malcolm Smith there for the stop. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. Another run here with Dobbins. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture, is now they've got a 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 4th down. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it, and it's complete. They're going to get the 1st. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st.
Do the sportsmanship rules still apply as they did when we were kids, or has that changed over time?
Just straight rubbing it in. You fake when you're up by this margin? Yikes.
I wonder if we'll hear an explanation later about, well, you never know about total points in a game, and, you know, over the season, could that be a tiebreaker? And
yeah, the head coach handshake could be a quick blow-by.
No doubt about it. He'll be lucky if it is a quick blow-by.
Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, you know, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2